orthopedic issues. I have the sciatica, and I have the juicy lungs, and yeah, that's probably heart failure, probably. But I also have lung damage caused from medications that I took many, many years ago. Um, so there's that, so I got both of those things working against me. And I agree with the heart failure thing only because I know.
Isn't lung failure and heart failure and lung problems, isn't that automatic danger? Wouldn't you feel like you were in danger if you'd been diagnosed with those kind of issues?
But they did say they were going to keep an eye on it. So I'm like, okay, okay. And it helps that I haven't had high blood pressure in several years. I have to be careful though, because, at my weight right now, I'm kind of in the danger zone of having my blood pressure go back up, but it's been fine, just kind of, sorry about that hand. I'm turning my massage back on. It's like y'all hear it buzzing under me. It feels good on my back. Um, but yeah, so I'm having issues. Basically the same thing I went into the hospital for recently. I have another, like, oh, my hair. Another, like, minor infection. I never got a fever, so it wasn't all that bad.
But the question is, Candy, you keep on getting multiple infections. What are you going to do to help yourself? What are you going to do to try and combat and tackle and get rid of these constant infections?
Just my thigh swelled up really big. I had like a scrape on the back of my thigh, and I doctored it the best I could, but these things happen. So I got an appointment with the Lemonade Health doctor, and she prescribed me an oral antibiotic, and I was like, well, thank you, thank you. So I felt like by the time I got the antibiotic, I would already pretty much fought it off myself. It took them 4 days to get me my antibiotic. You know, by that time, if it was real, real bad, I probably should have went to the hospital, but I don't have any insurance right now. So that's another thing that's plaguing me or bothering me.
Candy, you were just talking about how much money you've been making from your channel earlier. Why don't you have any insurance? What's going on there?
Worrying me. It's like, you know, people are like, go get inpatient treatment and all this stuff. It's like, excuse me, but, are you going to pay for that for me? Because I can't pay for it. I'm having issues. So there's a lot of stress. A lot of stress. I mean, I'm shopping for insurance. I told you guys that. And that's been a challenge. I mean, but until I haven't lost my insurance yet, but it's going. I'll just say that. I know it's going. I'm not going to be able to continue the one that I have. So I'm going to be looking for another one. And that's been a nuisance because I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I finally answered a few phone calls and they've slowed down immensely. But I think I had like 60 plus phone calls the last time I counted. I'm like 60 phone calls. People hit me up for insurance quotes. I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate it, but I'm not ready yet. So there's that. And then kind of some family issues have come up this month. And, that's kind of, got me in the finances a little bit. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I've said I'd help any way I could, if I could.
Candy obviously has a kind heart, but I think that sometimes she has to stay firm with family and friends and kind of learn how to say no to them a little bit. if she's struggling for money, then she doesn't have the money to be giving to anybody else. I guess she may be seen as a soft target
But
for some
between
people.
that and paying on credit cards, I've kind of overextended myself a little bit this month. Hence another like worry about not wanting to do mukbangs, because I tend to spend way too much money when I do them. And I'm like, ugh, no. And then I don't want to just fix a sandwich, because I've just been fixing some sandwiches with some, I've got the Southwestern sweet and spicy mustard. And I've been having pepper jack and double cheddar cheeses. So they're thick sandwiches. I'm not skimping on the meat, but I just had one sandwich today, and I just didn't feel like it was video worthy, and I don't feel like putting on makeup. I don't feel like doing anything to my hair. I mean, I barely brushed it today. I brushed it earlier, but it still looks like crap. Like, whatever.
In my opinion, Candy's hair always looks lovely. I know women that would kill to have Candy's hair. Candy's hair always looks really healthy. It always looks really nice. And the thing is, Candy, it's okay to have off days. It's okay to just lay around on the sofa and not do anything, not want to work, not want to talk to people. It's okay to, not want to do your hair and spruce up and do your makeup all the time. Every day is not a fashion show, and every day, you don't have to work and you don't have to pimp yourself out to do these mukbangs. Try to find something else more productive to do, but it's okay to have lazy days. It's okay.
Like, whatever. But, it is what it is. This is my life. I'm just literally the whale over here. just living, doing what I do for as long as I can, and it's depressing AF. But what am I supposed to do? I mean, really, I'm using my rollator in the house right now because my sciatica is so bad. So I'm rolling the rollator, and it's too big to even fit through the bedroom door, so I got to stop there. So I just leave it in the little hall area. It's wide, is what I'm saying. So I'm rolling past the kitchen, and I'm like, I really want to go in there and cook something, but I'm hurting so bad. I haven't even been in there to fill up my,
Candy, what about a healthy meal delivery service if you're really in too much pain to cook?
electric kettle, because I have some cup noodles that I want to eat on, and I gotta go in there and scrub out my kettle, and not that it's filthy or anything, just had water in it, but it's got like where the remnants of the water have evaporated, and it's got some, like, y'all know when water evaporates and it leaves spots. So there's some spots on the bottom. I just want to wash it out and get fresh water in there. If I didn't want to do that, I would just use my bottled water. I fill up my bottles, every day or so. Every couple of days, I got to fill up a couple of bottles. I keep a gallon of water in my bedroom, a gallon of water by my chair, and then a couple of gallons on reserve. So I would just...
That's interesting, Candy. Why do you keep so many gallons of water when you drink a lot of sodas and a lot of fizzy drinks from the huge mukbangs that you do? Why do you keep so many gallons of water?
Take one of my bottles in there and fill it up if I didn't want to wash it, but I'm going to do that. I do have some hamburger thawed out in my refrigerator that I want to cook ASAP. You know, and I could have done that today, but, you know, I keep saying I want to wake up tomorrow and feel better, you know, feel like going in there and cooking something. I'm not a big fan of the rolling chair I got. This is the second rolling chair that I've bought since I've been here, and the first one leaned forward a little too much. And when you're big like this, especially when you're belly heavy, you know, the belly's like pulling me forward. So it's like I'm sliding off the seat. So totally uncomfortable. You know, couldn't deal with it. I just had someone roll it out to the dumpster for me.
Dumpster, is there a possibility that Candy or somebody on Candy's behalf could have donated the chair to somebody who's also obese that could have needed it? And with chairs like that, is donation an option? Let me know in the comments.
You know, so somebody got him a nice chair. It was a decent chair, you know, and somebody that was a little more physically capable might have been able to, you know, work on it and figure out how to fix that issue. And there's probably a way, you know. But this chair, it's a round seat rolling chair. It's kind of wide. It's made for people 500 plus, you know. I think it goes up to like 600 pounds, and it feels sturdy enough. But it's got a back on it, and you know, my butt's so like wide, I need like a deeper seat because I'm still just hanging on by a butt cheek. It's so sad. But having a decent chair in the kitchen would help me, you know, roll around and do more stuff. And I know people are like, "Won't you stand up, you lazy?"
My dear Candy, you know who to ask about office chairs, don't you, in the kitchen? Foodie Beauty. You've got to ask her about getting about a kitchen chair because she brought in that old office chair that has stood the test of time. The amount of times Foodie has thrown herself and dumped her 400-pound self into that kitchen chair, and that kitchen chair is as sturdy as stone. So, Candy, you need to ask Foodie for advice on kitchen chairs. It will change your life, I'm sure.
Fat person, you know, it's not lazy, it's pain. It's actual freaking pain, you know, and anxiety about being in pain. You know, sometimes I can push through, sometimes I can't. You know, I have leftovers in the refrigerator, you know, that I'll probably eat tonight of a hamburger dish I made earlier in the week, well, closer to the weekend. Basically just ground beef, you know, with a little seasoning, and made some brown gravy. And just a packet brown gravy, easy peasy. And then warmed up some mashed potatoes in the microwave, put them together, cheese on top, and, you know, then melted the cheese. It was really good, and I made 2 servings. I had a serving when I made it, and then I put another serving in.
Candy, you can always get a family member or a friend and ask them if they can help you with meal prep so that you can have home cooked meals without having to think about the preparation and how long it's going to take you and the cooking and the pain. Just get somebody to help you with the meal prep, and that should be able to lessen the anxiety a little bit for you.
In the refrigerator, so there's that, and that's probably what I'll do with the other pound of hamburger that I have as well. I don't know. I mean, I try to think of stuff to talk about with you guys so I can just do, you know, vloggy type videos. But I don't know, y'all deserve better, you know. Y'all deserve better than me just sitting here and, you know, complaining about stuff and, you know, talking about really nothing.
then by that same token, Candy, you deserve more than just being known as the woman that does huge mukbangs and makes sex noises. I mean, don't you want to be more than that? I'm sure there's loads of people, hundreds of thousands of your fans, that would be ecstatic to see you do vlogs about your life. I mean, in some ways, they could be, better and more interesting than the mukbangs that you do that are so obviously that are hypersexualized and appeal to feeders. Candy, you deserve more. I think you should look at it as you deserve more, and you are more than just mukbangs. You are more than just hypersexualization. You are a human being. You have interests, and I'm sure that a lot of people would love to hear you do daily vlogs talking about your interests and your hobbies and watching your everyday life.
Much and often. I wish I could, I don't know, tell a story, talk about something real that's happened in my life. And the problem is there's a lot of stories, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel appropriate, especially right now.
Candy, don't put yourself under any pressure to tell exaggerated or very salacious stories just for entertainment, whether they're made up or not. Like, do whatever is best for you. Maybe, the very one night stand, kind of highly sexualized foodie beauty. I had a sex with a homeless man on a walk story times. Not everybody has to do that. Maybe you want to do different story times. Maybe you want to talk about your youth and your younger years and school and what you wanted to do when you were younger. Maybe you want to talk about your hobbies. Maybe you want to talk about stuff that you've seen on television or Netflix or Hulu or Stars or whatever streaming service you use. You don't always have to go down the story time route. Just do whatever you feel comfortable with. Don't try to be somebody you're not, Candy. Just be yourself.
Maybe in the future, if I don't feel like doing a mukbang, I could actually like make a list of things I could talk about. Versus just womp 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 womp. Oh gosh. Oh. Mm. Mm. But anyway, so like I said, I just wanted to catch up with you guys a little bit and let you know how I'm doing. I mean, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
To be honest, Candy, it doesn't really sound like it, but I really hope that things get better for you.
You mm, trying really hard to stay away from fast food. That's all. Just trying. You know, uh, and I looked at menus today. I looked at menus for a couple of hours and I got frustrated and I was like, no, I'm just not gonna bother. Not gonna bother doing it. So I'll heat up my leftovers or fix another sandwich, you know. Yeah, it's midnight. I should just go to bed and forget it. I just should go to bed.
That's a good idea, Candy. And just chew on some gum or suck on a mint or something just to give you the illusion of eating rather than having a meal this late. So sleep is a good idea.
I'm not super hungry. Anyway, but I should, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of things I should do. I don't know. I'm coming to a point in my life where I'm just at a loss. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to eat. with the issues that I'm having, eating healthy, just it seems so difficult, difficult because I can't actually, I can, but I can't at the same time.
Candy, this is where therapy would really help.
So I just don't know what to do. I'm here alone. I'm just alone here. Just watching the clock. Tick tock, tick tock. This is my life. I'm absolutely at a loss. But I'm going to pull myself together at some point real soon and get back to just doing mukbangs because it's
Candy, just because something is familiar, it doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. Maybe now is a good time for you to start thinking about doing something new.
all I can think to do. Um, I literally can't stand talking. I'm not a big talker. And I know I've been talking for 20 minutes here, but only because I'm nervous and I don't know what to talk about, so I'm just rambling. I don't like the way I talk, and things just come out in a jumble sometimes. It sounds good in my head, but just when I speak, I have all these silly phrases that accompany whatever I'm trying to say.
Candy, many creators have the same problem. That's why you need a template or to write out a quick script of the things that you're going to say, maybe in some bullet points, just to give you a sense of direction so that you're not going onto too many tangents and, you know, doing what I'm doing now. Basically, when your mind comes out blank and you just say whatever comes to mind, just have a script prepared. That will really help.
You know. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna call it right now. And thank you guys for just listening to me ramble. Because that's all it was just useless rambling. It was no kind of therapy for me, no kind of entertainment for y'all. But, if you made it this long, I love you. I really do. I love you. And thank you for just being there. Just being there. Someday I might have someone in my life again. I don't know what they.
Candy, no. Look at Amber Lynn and Foodie Beauty. For the love of God, I really hope you do not go down the romantic dating route right now. Please do not do it.
What they would want from me. I don't know. I don't have much to offer. I know that. It'd be nice to have conversations with a friend, you know, that actually cares. And I have friends, but nobody that's here. They'll come visit and then go, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for an actual partner. I want to be ready, because I'm alone, but not lonely.
But Candy, the worst thing you could do right now is get with the wrong person who will just encourage your habits and leech off you. So I just think you really need to just focus on yourself for now.
I don't like pine away, to have some person in my life like that. I mean, I don't need constant attention from another human. I really get into my own head and in my own little world, and I just think I could just stare at the wall for an hour thinking. That's called mental illness, kids. That's called mental illness. Just stuff going, just not just stuff, but elaborate fantasies and dreams going on in my head. But yep, I'm gonna go and find something to do with myself. Again, I love you guys very much, and thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Bye now.
Okay, so the thing is, just because you may like to look at blank walls for an hour or you get inside your own head a lot, does not mean you are mentally ill. So that's the end of the video, guys. Candy seems to be in a bit of a rut. I'm surprised but not surprised that she's going to go back into mukbangs. But I feel like the fact that she's tired of it is a good thing. And she can really just take a break and look on YouTube, see what's trending, and try something new. Maybe she can go out walking and film that, do vlogs outside, meet family and friends, vlog that. If they don't want to be shown, maybe do TV reviews or Netflix reviews or Hulu reviews or Stars reviews or Amazon Prime reviews. Do shows that she likes, book reviews that she likes. There's plenty of options for her. It's not just mukbangs. So I hope that she really takes time away from mukbangs and focuses on her health and things that she likes to do outside of mukbangs, and maybe she can make a good career out of that. So I'll be reviewing. She's got a second vlog, and I'll be reviewing that very soon. What were your opinions on Candy's vlog, guys? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.